Welcome to this webinar. My name is Tim Curris and I am the Programme Director at the Society of Maritime Industries. The Society of Maritime Industries is the trade association for the UK's maritime engineering and marine science and technology sector. And we're very pleased to be facilitating this webinar today together with our fellow trade association ADS. The webinar, of course, is on the opportunities presented in the Pakistan maritime sector, and it's very timely as it comes just ahead of the Pakistan International Maritime Exposition and Conference, which is being held in Karachi, Pakistan from the 10th to the 12th of Feb 23. So we have a fast-paced and packed agenda for you this morning, which will provide you information on both the opportunities in Pakistan and how to participate in the exposition and conference. I'll shortly hand over to my colleague Brinley from ADS, who will introduce our keynote speaker, Dr. Faisal Aziz Ahmed, who is the Deputy High Commissioner for Pakistan in the United Kingdom. We then have this is the agenda. We then have an overview of the PIMEC 23 itself from Commodore Zeshan Nabi Sheikh, who is the Defence and Naval Advisor at the High Commission in London, followed by some more details on the conference from Commodore. But we've got Commander Akhtar joining us from the National Institute of Maritime Affairs in Pakistan, who will provide us some more details on the conference. We'll then have a presentation on the prospects and potential in the Pakistan maritime sector from Captain Shafiq, before we then have some more details on the conference itself from Ehsan Bari, who from the organisers, the co-organisers in Karachi, and we also hope to have the Department for International Trade join us and provide an overview of the support available for the event and trade between UK and Pakistan in general, by Mo Abdullah in the Maritime Capability Campaign Office in Department for International Trade. And finally, we'll have a chance for some questions and answers on all of those topics. So just before we start, I'd like to ask the attendees to keep their microphones muted and cameras off, if you're not speaking, just to conserve bandwidth. If please, any questions you have, put them in the chat or Q&A section, and we'll deal with them in the session at the end. Of course, I may ask you to come online and ask your question live if we have time, and we'll endeavour to answer all of your questions. But of course, if we don't have time to get through them all, we'll give you the answers after the webinar. The webinar is being recorded and we'll make it available online as soon as we can. So with no further ado, I'll now hand over to my colleague Brinley Salzman from ADS, who will make some opening remarks as well. Brinley.
Thank you very much indeed, Tim. Good morning to you all, and I'd like to welcome you all to today's webinar on the Pakistani maritime market. As Tim's already stated, we, ADS Group, as well as SMI, are delighted to be working with the Pakistan High Commission in London on organising this webinar, which is linked to a major forthcoming conference, exhibition conference, which is taking place in Karachi in February, and this conference and exhibition is itself directly linked to a significant major international naval exercise, which is already taking place at around that time, being hosted by Pakistan, and which is due to have a Royal Navy destroyer participating at it. Pakistan is seeking international collaboration to exploit its maritime resources in fisheries, coastal tourism, environmental protection, maritime training, ports operations, shipbuilding and repairs, and real estate development, and many other areas in the maritime space. This session should enable to learn more about the emerging blue economy in the Pakistan market, as well as finding out more about the upcoming exhibition and conference. I now have the honour to introduce Dr. Faisal Aziz Ahmed, the Deputy High Commissioner for Pakistan, based at the High Commission here in London. Dr. Ahmed received his MBBS degree at Rawalpindi Medical College in 1999, and he joined the the Foreign Service of Pakistan in 2002. He served in a number of roles in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, including Assistant Director of Afghanistan, Director of Central Asia, and a number of other posts. He's had diplomatic assignments abroad, including the one in London at the moment, but also Deputy High Commission, Deputy Head of the Mission at the Embassy in Abu Dhabi. And with that, I'd like to hand over to Dr. Ahmed.
Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you so much. I wish to first of all thank the organizers for arranging this virtual seminar. The initiative is very timely. This month, as you know, as you pointed out, we're going to have this Maritime Expo and conference on the sidelines of the naval exercises that we conduct on a regular basis. This is timely and useful because the maritime industry in Pakistan is at a takeoff stage. It's virgin territory. It's an area where there's immense potential for growth. It's an area where we require international collaboration and partnership to develop our blue economy. As you know, Pakistan has a 1,000-kilometer long coastline, an exclusive economic zone covering about 240,000 square kilometers, and a continental shelf stretching another 50,000 square kilometers. In Pakistan, the blue economy means tens of thousands of direct and indirect jobs, spanning a wide array of sectors, from fisheries to maritime transportation, and from shipbuilding to shipbreaking to coastal tourism. The annual potential of marine sector in Pakistan is in excess of $2 billion. Our coastal areas offer immense opportunities for world-class onshore and offshore tourism and water sports activities. The pristine Balochistan coastline is especially primed for investment to build top-of-the-line luxury accommodation and recreational facilities. There is also great scope for investment in our maritime transportation sectors, as I mentioned, shipbuilding, shipbreaking, and ship repair. Like other countries, and having worked on the Afghanistan and Central Asia desks, I can tell you how important Pakistan's maritime sector is, not just for Pakistan, but for the region at large. Because of our location, because of the location of the Gwadar port, we have the potential to serve the entire region, the Central Asian region, the South Asian region, and connect them with the Middle East and the shipping lanes of the world. And this indeed is a broad vision that drives forward our desire to build our maritime sector. With these few words, I thank you and wish you the very best. Thank you.
Fantastic. Thank you very much, Dr. Ahmed, for your kind words and warm words. So I'd now like to introduce Commodore Zeyshan, who's going to give us an overview of PIMEC 23. Commodore Mohammed Zeyshan Nabi Sheikh joined the Pakistan Navy in 1994 and was commissioned into the Ops branch as a above water warfare specialist. He is a graduate of the US Navy Staff Course, Rhode Island, and of the National Defence University, Islamabad. He has had Sea Command and operational headquarters experience and is currently the Defence Advisor at the Pakistan High Commission in London. Commodore Zeyshan, over to you.
Thank you, Tim. And Assalamu alaikum, and very good morning for all those who are in London, and good evening in Pakistan. Now I want to thank you to provide me this opportunity to participate in this webinar. Gentlemen, Pakistan and UK enjoys the historical relations in the field of defense cooperation, which dates back to our independence in the year 1947. Last year, we celebrated the 75th year of this cooperation, which is growing with each passing day. We are proud of this historical relation, and it has mutually benefited both countries, be it defense or developing our expertise through training and mutual exchanges. Like any maritime nation, Pakistan has substantial stakes in the maritime domain, and development of our maritime sector is an important agenda of our national security. Just to give you a brief background, Pakistan Navy started off with the multinational naval exercise named Aman. In the local language, it means peace. The exercise is a biennial event, and we are holding it since year 2007. This exercise was marked as a blue diplomacy move by Pakistan Navy, bringing together maritime nations in Indian Ocean region and calling for galvanizing the efforts to maintain correlations at sea. As you understand, the sea is a global commons, and the exercise objective was also to promote the regional cooperation and stability, which would definitely resulted in the safer and conducive environment for development of trade and businesses. Over the period of time, the exercise series has grown, and last year the participation was about more than 40 countries, where the 11 countries participated with the platforms, their EOD teams, and we also had the International Maritime Conference on the sideline of this exercise, which provides different perspective to the participants from all over the world. And just to highlight that participation in the exercise is basically from all regions, be it Far East, Middle East, of course, South Asia, some Western countries, countries from Africa, and it's a good gathering for all those who operate at sea coming together, close together to enhance the interoperability. In this backdrop, basically Pakistan Navy took the initiative under the patronage of Ministry of Maritime Affairs for organizing the maiden maritime exhibition this year, which will be hosted in the port city of Karachi, which is also a major business hub. Building on our relations, we hope to expand the area of cooperation for mutual benefit. And we here at Pakistan High Commission London are available to facilitate the firms and organization to participate in the PIMEC. With respect to our experience with the exercise that we have been holding, I just want to share that the diversity that this exercise brings, most of the senior leadership, naval leadership, the diplomats, the attaches community, they all come together for the exercise in the city of Karachi. And as it has already been mentioned that this time the maritime exhibition has been made part, which is just happening with the sidelines of the exercise. I am sure for the participants, those who will go there and participate will find the people not only from the businesses, the firms from Pakistan and the area, and which we will showcase our potential, but they will have the audience from the different regions, and they will take this message across. And I wish and I hope for those who will be participating that they will get a very good chance to promote their businesses and explore the opportunities which will range beyond our country and region. With this, I want to thank again, and we are available at Pakistan High Commission to facilitate whatever is possible for those who are participating in the exercise. Over to Tim now. Thank you.
Fantastic. Thank you very much, Commodore Zishan. So I'd now like to introduce Commander Akhtar from who's going to give us some more detail on the conference itself. Commander Akhtar is from the National Institute of Maritime Affairs in Karachi, which is the premier think tank in the country, and it produces a large number of studies and publications on various subjects of maritime affairs and the blue economy. So I've got some slides for the commander, which I'll just attempt to share those now. Commander, over to you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Frame. And I also say Assalamu alaikum and good evening and good morning to all the participants of this webinar. Thank you very much for providing us the opportunity to explain about particularly about the International Maritime Conference, which will be held in tandem with our exhibition, exhibition which is going to take place at Karachi, inshallah, from 10th to 12th of February. And National Institute of Maritime Affairs, which is a premier maritime think tank in Pakistan, will be the spearheading that conference, part of that exhibition. Next, sir. Just briefly, my scheme of presentation will be, I'll just introduce and I'll just briefly say how many IMCs have been held previously and what is the topic and concern note of this year's conference and the areas of interest that will be covering the conference, and then the broad program and few details of sub-themes as well, sir. Next, sir. Sir, the National Institute of Maritime Affairs will organize this is the 10th International Maritime Conference. It is a part of now Pakistan International Maritime Expo and Conference. It will be held in Karachi Expo Center. The highlight of the event will be presence of large number of maritime experts from industry and academia, both from public and private sectors, including senior naval dignitaries, eminent speakers and delegates, both national and international. Renowned speakers and maritime experts will share their thoughts on the theme being during this mega event. Next, sir. So this is just to apprise you that we are holding this 10th IMC, and we had already conducted 9 IMCs, and the broad themes of these, the themes for the PIMCs are shown on this slide, sir. This is just for the information, and just we can go through for this. Next, sir. And sir, the main thing is that in the conference we have got a variety of speakers from the international speakers from various countries. And the main countries which speakers from where the speakers participated are shown on this slide. They are from all around the world: Australia, China, France, Holland, India, Malaysia, Nigeria, Russian Federation, Turkey, USA, Canada, Denmark, Germany, Iran, Indonesia, Maldives, and Sri Lanka, UK. And this year we are also expecting a large number of speakers from around the world, and they are being finalized and in the final stages, and they will be delivering their talks on the themes and sub-themes of the conference. Next, sir. Sir, the topic chosen for this year's conference is Embracing Blue Economy Challenges and Opportunities for Developing Countries. As you know, sir, the blue economy is very common buzzword, and it is very popular nowadays. And we have chosen this topic because we have to learn a lot about blue economy, especially the developing countries, from our experts and from the developed countries. Next, sir. So this is a broad concept note of the IMC, sir. I can go through, sir, if you want, or just the main is that blue economy, as the resources on land are shrinking, and we have to go through sea and exploit these things in a sustainable manner. So the main the main topic that will be discussed in the conference will be sustainable development of the sea resources, and so that we can the developing countries can take advantage of those these things, these technology, these develop their economies and obtain scientific knowledge and all these things from there, sir. Next, sir. In this background, during the Pakistan International Maritime Expo and Conference, International Maritime Conference will focus on analysis and various challenges faced by developing countries, particularly Pakistan, towards embracing the blue economy and to bring about plausible recommendations, innovation solutions for economic development in the maritime sector. Next, sir. So generally, sir, when we share our call for papers, we share our areas of interest. These are general areas of interest. Security is also our interest. Next, sir. Maritime trade and blue economy is also our interest. Papers on these will be presented. Next, sir. Maritime technology, another area. that we focus on during this conference, and these are all published in the call for papers to select the so the speakers can select any of the topic from them. So maritime environment policy and laws, that is also our focus in the conference. Next. Sir, coming to the program of the conference, sir, the conference will be held on 3 days. First day, there will be 2 sessions. First session will be opening ceremony. Opening ceremony will be a combined ceremony of IMC and the Expo, and in the mornings. And in the afternoon session, there will be a IMC session. And then on day 2, there will be 2 sessions, again, sir, morning session and afternoon session. And on third day, that is 12th of February, there will be a morning session and the closing ceremony, sir. Closing ceremony will be a combined ceremony of IMC and PIMEC both, sir. Next, sir. Apart from IMC, there will be some social events and there for our guests who will be coming for the conference. There will be a icebreaking dinner on 9th of February. Inauguration ceremony will be held at Karachi Expo Center, and there will be a PIMEC Gala dinner and cultural show on 10th of February, sir, at Pakistan Maritime Museum, Karachi. And then on 12th, there will be a closing ceremony, and we are also planning an excursion trip on our sailing ship Rahnawar on 13th of February, sir. There is in the pipeline, and it will be done if it is approved finally, sir. Next, sir. Coming to, sir, the broad program, sir, just broad program, and we have divided. In the morning there will be opening ceremony, and then afternoon there will be conference sessions, and we have devised these 2 themes for that session, sir. Evolving geostrategic environment, impact on security calculus of Indian Ocean region, and there will be a second theme in that session: secure oceans and essential enabler for economic development, sir. And that session will last from about 2.5 hours. Next, sir. And so day 2, there will be 2 sessions of the conference, sir. Morning session, there will be 2 themes will be covered. First theme is ocean governance and development of blue economy, challenges and opportunities. And in that session also, there will be another theme, impact of climate change on marine environment, sir. And then the afternoon session, 2 themes will be covered: sustainability, innovation and governance, fisheries and seafood. And the second theme of the session will be ocean geosciences and marine technologies. And this will be again 2.5 hours sessions each, in the morning and in the afternoon as well, sir. On day 3, sir, there will be a morning session, and there will be 2 themes will be covered in that, sir: challenges to marine industries and country-centric development in one of the theme, and next theme is emerging trends in shipping and port operations. And after that, sir, there will be a closing ceremony, and by 12:30 on 12th of February, the conference and the PIMEC will end, inshallah. We have invited large number speakers from the world. We have received confirmations, and we're in the process of compiling their abstracts and sending them invitations. We have speakers from UK, from USA, from China, Malaysia, and also from Sweden as well, sir. And from Pakistan, of course, there will be a lot of speakers. And we are still having, we have received their tentative joining of the speakers, and we'll be filing these. Approximately each session, there will be 5 to 6 speakers. We have got 4 sessions, 4 conference sessions, and 5 to 6 speakers will be given time to talk for about 15 minutes. And then there will be followed by question answer sessions. And all these things will be recorded and compiled, and recommendations will be prepared for that conference, sir. Next. This is just for the information of the audience. If anybody still wants to contact us for if they got interest, to participate in the conference, they can contact on these numbers, these email addresses, and we'll try to sponsor their travel and also boarding lodging in Karachi if they are traveling from abroad, sir. And I hope we'll receive a good response for this, and our guests will be looked after very well if they come to Karachi, inshallah. With this, sir, I am come to end to my presentation. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much indeed, Commander. So I'd now like to introduce Captain Shafiq, who will give us a presentation on the prospects and potential in the Pakistan maritime sector. Captain Mohammed Shafiq is the Maritime Coordinator and Representative to the IMO at the High Commission for Pakistan in London. He is a highly experienced merchant mariner, a Fellow of the Institute of Chartered Shipbrokers, Naval Institute, the Chartered Institute of Logistics and Transport, and the Institute of Marine Engineering, Science and Technology. Captain Shafiq, over to you.
Let's move on. I would be giving the perspective from the commercial side with some statistics for commercial people or the people who are interested in going to Pakistan for their commercial venture. Next, please. Yeah, Pakistan has declared 2020 as a blue economy year, but this decade from IMO side is the decade for blue economy or for the sustainability, etc. And Pakistan is a big market which we are further going into. We have a very good economic growth earlier. Next, please. Now I'll present some statistics from the UNCTAD reports. It is, of course, last year reports. This year is not yet published. Pakistan relying on 95% of its imports and exports through sea. So sea is our main lifeline, and this is what is our business. That's why we call ourselves as maritime nation. Our national carrier PNSC is carrying over 1 million tons of dead weight, and of course we have which this is not the only carrier which is bringing the cargo to our country. We have over half a dozen mainliner shipping companies who are coming to our 3 major ports. In addition to that, of course, we have we are one of the biggest ship recycler or ship dismantling in our Gadani, and we recycle over 3 million gross tons of global tonnage. We have 58 IMO registered vessel registered in national flag fleet, which is as per UNCTAD and IMO records, and we have about 25,000 seafarers who are qualified to STCW latest, and of course they are working not only in Pakistan shipping. We are supplying seafarers to the global market also. Container throughput alone is around 3.4 million TEU. You can understand it is for a country like us. Yes, it is big, and this market is growing because of the transit cargo. We have around 3,792 port calls in just our 2 ports in Pakistan. This is just a snapshot of what we have, and in addition to that, we have got huge untapped fishery resources. We have 250 demersal fish species, 50 small pelagic fish species, 15 medium-sized, 20 large-sized fish, including tuna. Next, please. Of course, as our keynote speaker, Dr. Faisal has given, I'm giving you the snapshot of what area we cover of the Arabian Sea. Next, please. A bit more up. Yeah, thank you. This is the note down. this is the actual traffic from AIS data. If you see the geographical location of Pakistan, you can see that we have the very high traffic. Almost 1/3 of the world oil and gas cargo moves from near the coast of Pakistan. So this is where Pakistan could be a very big supplier for different things or services to these ships passing from us, including manpower and other logistics. Next, please. Of course, this is the route which I have mentioned towards the east, and of course, even the west route passes in front of in Pakistan exclusive economic zone. Next, please. This is what is a very big potential and which is being explored, and decades of work has gone into it, and it is now becoming a reality to be the transshipment hub for the landlocked countries of Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, Tajikistan, Turkmenistan, etc., even Russia and China. And these will be served from our Gwadar port, one of the deep sea port which we have made after a lot of effort and investment. So these countries can be served or are served currently on a relatively lower level from Pakistan ports. Next. We have around 9 ports. Of course, 3 are the major international port, which are Karachi Port, Gwadar Port, and Port Mohammed bin Qasim. In addition to that, we have other ports in Pakistan which are served for fishing and other purposes, multi-purpose ports. Next, please. Of course, Pakistan is one of those blessed countries who has got the possibility of cradle to grave. Means we are constructing ships, and we are running ships, and we are dismantling ships, environmentally sound manners. So this is from design, construction to operation to scrapping. We have multiple ship management companies, shipping agencies who are doing all these services to national and international service providers. But there is a lot of room for new investment in these areas, from this cradle to grave concepts of shipping, that everything could be managed because of the qualified manpower or available manpower in Pakistan and the resources for their. Next, please. This is the snapshot of our Karachi building and shipyards engineering works. They have made coastal oil tankers, floating docks, multi-purpose barges, and small vessels, tugs, etc. in past. But they have the capacity, or they can create further capacity for larger ships, etc. Next, please. These are why we are showing this, that we have an opportunity for investors who can invest in different services, technical services, even dry docking, ship repairs, etc., because we are on the hub of these points. Next, please. With regard to Gadani, our shipbreaking yard, it is one of the largest yards. We have 132 yards over 10-kilometer long coast, and of course, quarter of the world ship dismantled or recycled this year in Pakistan. And of course, we are complying with the Basel Convention of Transboundary Movement of Hazardous Material. In addition to that, we are very close to or working on to the IMO Hong Kong Convention, which will make us 100% compliant with the international regulations. Thanks. Next, please. Just the last one, over 500 shipping agencies, which I have given you. These are the businesses already inactive, which is in shipping, logistics, shipping services, ship agents, and non-vessel owner carriers. And most major container lines are operating in Pakistan, almost all who are operating in this Asian region. 2020, Pakistan has launched a new policy on shipping, which is allowing international investor to of course, register their vessel in Pakistan flag. They will be given all the priorities. And of course, we are working on environment. Next, please. Probably this is the last one. Yeah, thank you. Next, please, if there is any. Yeah. Last. Yeah. Sorry, the last bit is that I need to inform you about the environmental and coastal development. There is huge potential for international investor or companies who are working either in wind farms or fish farming, ocean fish farming, or in mangroves. We have in acres and acres of land, we have planted new mangroves. And of course, we are also exploring the coastal tourism in our country. And this is just a snapshot of Indus Delta, where there is a lot of opportunities for all this also. So last one. Digitalization of shipping is also happening in our ports, sir. And this is the last bit which we are for the digitalization. We have the huge, we are now in the process of complying with the new regulations of IMO on digitalization and data harmonization with the world. So this is also one area where we require international investment, and there is a huge potential to get the high yields in the international investment. Next, please. I'm sorry, I've taken a bit of more time. This is the opportunities which are available on PIMEC site, and I am personally available at Pakistan High Commission to let you know, or if you have any questions in this regard. Thank you very much, Pierre.
Thank you very much indeed, Captain Shafiq. We'll press on as time is pressing. I'd now like to introduce Mr. Ehsan Bari, who will talk to us about the administrative arrangements for PIMEC 23. Mr. Bari is a graduate from Pakistan's premier business school, IBA, having extensive experience in marketing, communication, business networking and channel management. He's currently working as a project lead for PIMEC and is the director of marketing and events for Badar Expo, the co-organisers of PIMEC. Ehsan, over to you.
Taking further from what Captain Shafiq expressed, mentioned to the business and exposition side of the Pakistan International Maritime Expo. Yes, team, please. So it's a joint initiative of Pakistan Navy being co-organized with Badar Expo Solutions under the patronage of for the development of maritime sector over here in Pakistan. Badar Expo Solutions is one of the premier event management company who are already organizing one of the flagship event of government of Pakistan, that is in press exhibition and seminar. Privilege that we have been partnered again with government organization, Pakistan and Ministry of Maritime Affairs. Please. So I'll quickly sectors over here. The participating sectors where different organizations within Pakistan and abroad can bring in their expertise and showcase their product. Maritime logistics, sea transportations, shipbuilding, ship repair, and aquaculture. Next, please. Sea badges exploration, maritime training and education, coastal tourism, and similarly we have fishing explorations in all these different sectors where we can have the participations. Next, please. Next, please. Other three important areas are like marine engineering and the coastal tourism. So objectives of PIMEC over here are to provide opportunities to the local maritime industry to display products and interact directly with the international maritime industry. So for the local industry, we are open up to invite foreign exhibitors, foreign companies to share their experience and showcase their products and interact for the joint venturing and collaboration industries who are into maritime sector. So this kind of a collaboration, I have just explained you whole this diagram into a nutshell. Also, it's a kind of a to reinforce efforts in the realm of maritime diplomacy that we are embarking through the platform of PIMEC here. Next, please. So the schedules are, it starts from Friday, 10th of February. Different activities such as opening ceremony, then the conference participation, B2B, B2G, and G2G, government to government interactions, business to business interactions taking place. So we will set up lots of meetings. Prior meetings will be set, exhibitors with the trade visitors with their counterparts over here in Pakistan, and similarly the government it can be resulted into a kind of a business collaboration and understanding for any future deals into the maritime. Parallel, we have conferences. Parallel, we have high-level delegation meetings over here with the chief of naval staff, vice chief of naval staffs, ministerial level meetings, head of delegates. So all these dignitaries will be interacting within themselves to generate information for collaborations and share their views and successful learnings on the platform of. Next, please. So there are two components of PIMEC. One we have already seen, that is conference call exhibition, and obviously how the exhibitors will be benefiting from of Maritime Expo. They can showcase their products, their innovations and services. They can increase their brand exposure over here as one of the global brand interacting and visiting over here in Pakistan, and exploring connect with the decision makers, trade buyers, and industry leaders, as I have mentioned you earlier, and obviously to create new business relationships and strengthen the existing ones, because lots of foreign companies are already into business and collaborations and ventures in companies over here in Pakistan, and especially with Pakistan Navy. Next, please, Tim. So who should be exhibiting? This is kind of a list of who can bring in their products and services. We have agents, distribution. We have industries from the ecosystem. We call it from the port and shipping side, port and shipping handling industries, insurance and banking side industries, all explorations. So there's a vast list of industry over here. I'm just keeping this slide for go through. Similarly, we have coastal development, very important area, coastal tourism. We have data acquisition and storage of transmission. We have environmental survey, marine technology, maritime conservations, fire and safety, maritime consultancy. We would like to welcome over here ship building facility organizations. We would like to welcome over here, and obviously into recycling industries and the real estate, some of the sectors who are welcome to come and participate over here, and they're already participating so far, who have enrolled as an exhibitor with us. Next, please. So as visitors, we have a large group of participation. Like naval defense officials can come, agents and representatives from logistics and shipping agents, maritime trade officials can come and explore. Obviously, media representative, they would like to project and to expand the initiatives taken by Government of Pakistan. Trade sales, marketing delegates, blue ocean economy experts, shipbuilding and shipyard engineers. So these are some of the visitors category that I mentioned, but the list is very long. It's directly related to the participating, exhibiting sectors as well. Next, please. So let me tell you about the exhibition. PIMEC is taking place in the business hub city of Pakistan, that is Karachi. It is being held at Expo Center, which is being managed by Trade Development Authority of Pakistan. It's a very large exhibition complex which has full-fledged exposition facilities such as halls, parking, and all are necessary for holding a large-size international exhibition, and we have a very good example of holding ideas over here as well. Next, please. Next, please. So you can be participating from abroad as an exhibitor, as a trade visitor, and as a sponsor. If you're not lots of sponsorship opportunities available, so any company, any group can come and sponsor the exposition itself. There are lots of events as an individual event as well. They can sponsor, or as in totality they can sponsor. So attaching lots of opportunities for projecting their brands and services. As an exhibitor, you are most welcome to come and participate. There is a whole exhibition facilitation center we have, who looks after all the exhibitors required stall building requirement, fabrication requirements, their traveling requirements. So all these are being taken care by an exclusive desk for the foreign exhibitors. Similarly, for the trade visitors, we look after for tying up their meetings, B2B meetings with the high officials, and assisting them into the visa facilities from abroad to Pakistan. Next, please. So now I'll share the participation details, the tariff for participation as an exhibitor over here at PIMEC. So we have categories of exhibiting stands into indoor shell scheme, minimum 12 square meter we offer, and it's cost $375 per square meter. And then we have indoor bear. And then we have indoor bear space. The bear space is the one. Bear space, in bear space, you can build up your own stand with your own design and your own theme. So the tariff for that is $325 per square meter. Outdoor bear space for large exhibits, we have $200 per square meter tariff. For any mobility demonstrations, we give 5-minute slot for the $5,000. Then there is a branding and which is kind of a tailor-made as well, and on the basis of package as well, like gold, silver, and platinum. So we can address any direct query in this regard. So these are the participation tariff for taking space as an exhibitor at PIMEC. Next, please. So as an offer, which basically we initiated, and it was stand till 30th of December. Now as we are sitting over here in January, that's still being extended 1 week. Anybody can register and extend any interest in participation. For the first 15 companies from UK, we will give them an exhibiting space of 50 square meter as free. So that is extended. This offer is extended for another week. So because we are very close to the actual exhibition days now, it's from 10th to 12th February. So there are lots of other requirements. So we really encourage an immediate response and interest of participation in this regard. And our UK office, Captain Khurram is there, who can respond to you. And our team is there, the website, all the details are available. Tim, please, next. So our website is there, pimec.gov.pek. All the informations are available. Registration form, order form, and all kind of informations available about the hotels, all the facilities that are being part of the exhibition. They are there. You can explore any information which is to understand more. You can send query. You can register through this website as well. Next, please. Next, please. So, Tim, I suggest if you can take to the next documentary part, that will cover the promo part as well. So I think that will sum up whole of the presentation. Even Captain Shafiq's part will also be covered in the documentary. It's an humble submission. If at the end you can go through the documentary. Thank you.
Oceans have significant importance in human civilization, providing connectivity between unattached land masses since early ages. Globalization has further increased the importance of oceans. Blue economy is sustainable utilization of ocean resources for economic growth aimed to improve livelihood and create job opportunities. Blue economy covers multiple activities including port operations, aquaculture, fisheries, renewable energy, marine transportation, coastal tourism, shipbuilding, and ship repairs. Blue economy has potential of approximately $24 trillion annually. However, nearly $600 billion is presently being exploited. Pakistan is gifted with a diverse blend of natural landscape, ranging from coastal areas of the Arabian Sea in the south to the mountains of Karakoram Range in the north. Pakistan has a long coastline, spanning over 1,000 kilometers along the Arabian Sea. Pakistan has exclusive economic zone of 240,000 square kilometers and 50,000 square kilometers of continental shelf. This vast swathe of sea area is not only a vital international maritime trade route, but also rich in diverse living and non-living resources. Pakistan has 3 commercial ports. Karachi Port is the largest port managed by Karachi Port Trust, handling nearly 60% maritime trade by volume. Mohammed bin Qasim Port is the second largest port, which handles 35% maritime trade, including liquefied natural gas. Gwadar Port is one of the deepest seaports in the world and holds great importance due to its strategic location astride the Gulf of Oman. Gwadar port features liquefied petroleum gas facility and a recently established special economic zone as part of China-Pakistan Economic Corridor. Pakistan is all set to begin construction of a shipyard at Gwadar, which will be a major addition to the ship construction and repair facilities in the region. Pakistan's coastal areas provide vast breeding grounds for commercially important fishery resources, including crabs and shrimps, having potential worth of more than $2 billion annually. Almost 40,000 Pakistani citizens are directly or indirectly attached with fishing industry, providing a huge workforce for exploitation of these resources. Pakistan's coastal area contains numerous scenic spots, including sandy beaches, cliffs, bays, deltas, islands, mud volcanoes, estuaries and mud flats. Pakistan's beaches are highly suitable for water sports activities, including boating, snorkeling, jet skiing, paragliding and scuba diving to promote coastal tourism. Pakistan's coastline contains a range of luxurious accommodation facilities to support coastal tourism industry. With an annual freight bill of $3 billion and business-friendly shipping policy, Pakistan offers great opportunity for investment in marine transportation sector. Gadani is an important hub for ship-breaking industry. Spread over 10 kilometers beach on the Arabian Sea, close to Karachi port, Gadani is the third largest ship-breaking yard in the world, employing around 6,000 workers to scrap nearly 1 billion tons on an annual basis. Karachi Shipyard and Engineering Works has state-of-the-art ship lift and transfer systems, which affords construction and repair of multiple ships as per international standards. Karachi Shipyard is also building various vessels for Pakistan Navy, including Milgem class corvette, FACM, tugs and GRP boats. Cognizant of the maritime potential of Pakistan Navy has taken various initiatives such as Maritime Security Workshop, maritime conferences and symposiums, visits and briefing to policymakers, engagements with media houses and business community, maritime-related curriculum, maritime awareness and publicity campaigns, observing World Ocean and Environment Days, Geological Survey of Pakistan's exclusive economic zone for hydrocarbon exploration, mangroves plantation, water sports gala to harness the benefits of the blue economy. Accordingly, Pakistan's International Maritime Expo and Conference, co-organized by Badr Expo Solutions and Pakistan Navy, under the patronage of Ministry of Maritime Affairs, to bring together stakeholders and diverse maritime industries on one platform. PIMEC looks forward to B2G and B2B interactions, joint ventures and investment opportunities, since a large number of trade and industry visitors, including those from abroad, will be invited to the show. In Maritime Conference, eminent speakers, experts and reps from public and private sectors will share their views on the maritime investment potential in Pakistan.
So finally, I'd just like to introduce now Mo Abdullah from the UK Department for International Trade. Mo's in the Maritime Capability Campaign Office. He's deputy head for Middle East, Afghanistan and Pakistan, and he's going to give us a brief introduction to the MCCO and the support available for PIMEC and trade between UK and Pakistan in general. Over to you, Mo.
Hi, can you hear me and see me? That's the first question.
Yeah, we can hear and see you. All
good. Okay, I will try and share my screen because I also have a presentation. Let's see if you can see this.
Yes, perfect.
All right, So I can't see myself, and I can only see the presentation. So here we go. My name's Mohammed. Thanks, Tim, for having me. I'll try and keep it pithy because we have run well over time. And so basically, the Maritime Capability Campaign Office is part of Department for International Trade's UK Defence and Security Exports Department or Directorate, if you put it that way. We work pretty closely with our defence colleagues, and we cover anything to do with civil maritime exports. So that doesn't mean necessarily only vessels. It could mean subsea capability, offshore wind farms, anything essentially that the UK produces in the maritime sector. Our aim is to put a spotlight on that and help UK companies export and exploit essentially their capability to get them doing more business in abroad, essentially overseas. So here's a quick overview of what the MCCO is, what it does. I won't go through it all, but our team consists of many different deputy heads like myself that cover regions. So we have a number of deputy heads that cover basically the whole world, and then we've got further colleagues that cover specific sectors within the maritime field. So we've got colleagues that cover ports, for example, colleagues that cover shipbuilding, etc., etc. We've got some specialists that we've brought on board as well that have worked previously for industry, and they are focused on mainly what we would call business development or identifying opportunities for UK businesses to export their capability in. I'll go to hopefully what is the next slide. So I didn't prepare these slides, so I do apologize if there's animation in them, but it doesn't seem to. Here we go. There we go. All right. Okay, so what do we think about the maritime growth opportunity in the UK? So there's a few numbers here, but we believe that UK shipping technology could be worth £13 billion by 2030, and there's up to £1.45 trillion in potential investment opportunities for the decarbonisation of global shipping by 2050. There's a large focus on our team at the moment on FDI as well into the UK maritime sector, so foreign direct investment. My colleague Omar heads that up, and we're looking at trying to bring almost 85 to 180 million pounds per year in FDI opportunities. For those businesses that are on this call in the UK that are sitting there thinking, I haven't seen any of that, feel free to get in touch with one of our team. I'm sure they can help. So these are our broad objectives. So grow orders for the maritime sector as a whole, grow the FDI as I just spoke about, and improve support to UK organisations to help them export their capability overseas, and trying to make this essentially all of these things sustainable. So, So here you'll see some of the areas that we've targeted as areas of opportunity, where we've either commissioned research and we've paid an external company to do some research and create reports for us on the potential export opportunity, and then also where we've hired staff either based in London or overseas to be specialists that essentially what we call scan the environment to try and find opportunities for UK businesses to export their capability into. So I'll skip through this, Tim, which I hope you don't mind, because I'll send these slides out later on. But essentially, the MCCO is here to help UK businesses find opportunities, assist them in any blockers that they might have had when having been in talks with a company organisation overseas, and try and sort of iron those blockers out by linking up posts in country. So when I say posts, those could be embassy colleagues or High Commission colleagues to try and get them to liaise on behalf of a UK company that might have problems in their endeavour to export their capability. So actually on this call, one of our colleagues at the High Commission in Islamabad is here and is completely aware of all of the things that we're trying to do to promote PIMEC. So this is the pipeline, typical pipeline. This is what we do. We try and identify an opportunity, we harness that and develop it, and then the idea is to deliver it. It doesn't work as seamlessly as this. I have to admit, at times there are teething problems in each of those stages, but the idea is to get from identify to deliver as quickly as possible, and get an export win for UK companies. So this is just going through the pipeline. This is how we would generate a lead, usually get some research, do some account management, try and find the export opportunity, and then try and basically get the company to export however possible. So that may be through a mission, a visit, or just having a bilateral over a Teams call. I will basically fly through these. But if anyone wants this, please get in touch with me. There's a lot of animation, so apologies. But yeah, so as I said, this is how basically we help a UK company export and introduce an opportunity. So we do marketing, we hold events, and then we try and leverage VIP such as ministers to put a spotlight on the UK maritime sector as a whole. And as I said, some of the things that we do are present at events and also carry out separate missions. So we've got a mission coming up in February, for example, that I'm leading on to Saudi Arabia. But for example, PIMEC is a great event that we're trying to also promote with colleagues in the High Commission London, Pakistani High Commission London. It was raised as an opportunity for UK companies to present at or to try and visit, so we're fully supportive of that. Okay, let's yeah, so this is just securing the opportunity. The next slide is more about UK Export Finance. So UK Export Finance is a great resource where a overseas, usually in a G2G is what we would see it, where UKEF is happy to provide credit and support a organisation or a country that's looking to secure an order. And that obviously helps a UK company get an export win a bit better, so a bit easier at times. All right. Tim, can you just tell me how long you want me to continue? I know we've already overrun, but I'm just trying to fly through these.
Mo, just continue to fly through. I think please do focus on what support can be available, for companies who are wanting to go out to PIMEC and do business with Pakistan.
Yeah, okay, look, I'll just talk to that really quickly. But so basically, if you want to contact any of us, these are the roles and these are the main people you can contact. John Hutchinson is the head of maritime on our team, and you can also contact me at any time. Essentially, as I told you, we were made aware of PIMEC in the latter stages of last year, and in terms of support, there are colleagues at the High Commission in Islamabad that are more than happy to be there with a UK company in Pakistan if you are looking to attend. We're not, from a London perspective, we're not too sure if we're going to have a presence at PIMEC yet. That is yet to be confirmed. In terms of any financial support for any UK businesses, that is currently not on offer. So I'll make that quite clear. Any arrangements would have to be done independently for a UK company if they are wishing to go out and to PIMEC. If there are any consular problems, i.e. visas, etc., we are obviously here to support with anything like that. I know my colleague Jason is on the call. And I'm sorry to kind of put you on the spot, but is there anything that you would like to add, Jason, if you can talk?
Hi there, Jason here from British High Commission Islamabad. So I'm happy to be the point of contact for any inquiries or any support that is needed by the British companies, and happy to help from this end.
Thanks, Jason. I've stopped sharing my presentation because it's come to a natural end. Tim, you'll be happy to know, and I'll let you go into any questions and answers. And that was not as smooth as it could have been, but as quick as it could have been in the time that I have. So thanks a lot. Yeah.
No, thank you very much for giving us that overview. And I think it's really important to understand, actually there is a great support network available for UK companies to do business with Pakistan and to attend PIMEC, and so that's great. Whether or not there's any grants available, actually the support that you provide is invaluable. And I think both from London and in Post, and I think. Together with the tremendous offer that Etisham made clear about if UK companies did want to attend, the first 15 free space, etc., which was extremely generous. I think that's a great opportunity. So thank you very much, Mo. So we've now got a Q&A session. Actually, we've run out of time. I don't see any questions in the chat apart from about the availability of the slides, and we will make available both the recording and the slides. If you do want the copy of the slides themselves, perhaps it'd be best to email me and I'll send them to you directly. I think the recording is clearly going to be very large, and we'll post that up on YouTube and send a link out, so those of you who get the link can view it. So I think that brings us to a conclusion. I would like to thank both all the attendees for attending. And on your and our behalf, thank all of the speakers today for giving us a fantastic overview of the Pakistan maritime sector and PIMEC 23. And I think all that remains for me to do, there's lots of contacts in the chat, so please do take a look at those. My email is tim.curras, that's CURRASS @ maritimeindustries, all one word, .org, tim.curras@maritimeindustries.org. And if you had the link to this, hopefully you had my email anyway. So I'm from the Society of Maritime Industries, if you didn't get that. I'd like to thank you all, and I'd like to give my very best wishes to the organisers and to you all for a highly successful and beneficial exposition and conference next month. Thank you very much, and goodbye.
Thank you, Tim.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Bruno.